with Tyson Bryden. Welcome to Nonstop Rock Talk. This is your host, Tyson Bryden. Today I'm very happy to welcome from the Outliars lead singer, Danny Rossi. Danny, welcome. How's it going?
Good. How about you, man?
I'm good. I'm very good. Very good, thank you. And I understand you're up in Montreal, and I'm over, a few hours away in Toronto, so that's cool.
Yeah, man. It's fun to get a Canadian interview in here, too,
Yeah, that's awesome. Sorry about the Canadians losing in the Stanley Cup, but it is what it is.
It's okay. Team Italy won on Sunday. That's my heritage. So we won the Euro Cup, and I'm happy. So
Yes, that's a good thing. So as I was reading your bio, I found it interesting, being that you are Canadian and you grew up in Montreal. When I saw your first musical instrument on your bio, purchase being a 4-string Samick bass guitar, that kind of brought back memories, because in Canada, Samick was kind of I think it was like the go-to lower line instrument for so many young aspiring musicians.
Absolutely, man. It was, what was it? I think that when I'd gone to the music store alone, I had seen this PV bass. I think it was PV or Yamaha. I can't remember what it was. And I was like, it sounded so good. I have to have that. So I go back a few days later, like I'm a kid. I got to go back with my mom.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. She's got the credit card, not me. But we go back and it was gone. Unfortunately, it was a really good big guy told me at the music store, because you got to pick this up. It's going to go.
Yeah.
And it went, but he says, you know what? He goes, you want a good one, not too expensive? He goes, the Samick are great. I don't remember what he said, if they used to make Ibanez guitars before they decided to make their own or something. They were the factory that made them. But, I picked it up and it was like, whatever, it wasn't expensive. It was in my budget because I had to work a whole summer to pay for that, So it worked out.
That's cool. And then you traded that Samick bass for an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, I got it back. I think it's back there on the floor in the corner, I think, next to that old organ.
That's cool.
I can't give it away. I can't sell it. I can't give it away. It's a special keepsakes,
Yeah, I know. I know all about that. I mean, I have a guitar that I got, a Charvel, a Model 4 in the 80s, in the late 80s,
nice.
That my dad helped me buy. And I hate to say that, but he said, well, this is the last one I'm ever going to buy. You're going to have to buy the rest yourself. And it's kind of been that way for the rest of my life, which was good, right?
Yeah, but you want something, you got to work for it. That's okay.
Exactly. But I still have it, and it's actually in pieces now. I'm redoing it because he passed away last year. And he had this Dodge Dart car, and it was a 68 Dart, and it was painted gold. So I've sanded it all down, and it's going to be painted gold, the same color as my dad's car, as a kind of
amazing
dedication to him, right? Because I hadn't really used the guitar in a long time, but I still loved it, but it needed some work. The wiring was kind of shot and everything. Yeah. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to redo it. I'm probably going to put a new neck on it and get it all restored, and then painted this awesome gold color with the black stripe that was actually on the back of the Dart as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was kind of cool. Now, kind of tell me about the music culture in Montreal when you were growing up.
So I grew up hearing about all these great clubs for rock bands, and I was too young to get in, and I came from a strict Italian family, so there was no sneaking out of the house or getting fake IDs, because even if I had the fake ID, I would have caught a beating for it, right?
Yeah.
But we heard about all these great clubs that closed right around the time I was able to go to. One of them was the Brick, and I can't remember. There's another one too. There was the Rock Pile. All these amazing places that featured live music in Montreal, and mostly original music back then too. And I just couldn't wait to be of age and go out, party, see live bands. There was a place even across. I can't remember what it was called. But the story's about a place that was right across the street from the old Montreal Forum.
Cool.
And this place, Ozzy finished his set, and he was so high that he went across the street, jumped on stage with the band that was playing that night, and kept going.
Yeah.
So it was a treat for everybody who couldn't afford to go to the Ozzy show. They got to see him live at the small place across the street. It's all kinds of stuff like that. And but more and more as I kept, as I'm growing older, I was like, oh my God, the venues are closing and people are trying. And like, this is the city of Montreal. I mean, we're a fashion city. It's like it's a metropolis, so it's like that. But you go on the outskirts, there's still pretty cool venues and people bringing live music around. My buddies that have a resto bar, and they have got live music like sometimes twice in the same day. 5 to 7, and then like at night, the other weekends the band's playing. So it's like they keep it going in that area, which is awesome to see. I wish it was around the corner from my house. It's not.
Yeah, that's cool.
But there is some stuff just in the city, not as much as you hope. It's mostly cover bands that'll get gigs, or like acoustic guys doing covers and stuff like that. The original music was always hard in this city.
Really, huh? I mean, I was just trying to think of bands even 80s, 90s from Montreal, and I'm like, of course, Aldo Nova was from Quebec. I'm not sure where he's exactly.
Oh, no, he's from Montreal. He's actually a distant cousin of my dad's.
Really?
And, yeah.
That's cool.
So music's always been around me, And you know what? A couple of years ago, it was kind of sad. A couple of years ago, when he made a new album, kind of do a little comeback, and he had put a Facebook post, and he's like, he goes, I can't believe Shome won't give me any love, our hometown rock station. So I'm like, I sent him a message. I'm like, dude, okay, look, I go, this is who I am. I said, you're a distant cousin of my dad's, related to this side of the family. Like, we're Italian, we got like a million cousins, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of explained who I am. And I said, why don't you try for these guys in Montreal and this indie radio station? These guys are going to love to play your music because it's you, and you don't have to go through any corporate BS, and he thanked me for it. It's kind of sad to see, the only, like, especially with it being a French-speaking province, we have such limitation. Yeah. Like, we have one mainstream rock station. There's not 2 or 3 competitors. Everything else is online. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. In English, we only got one rock station.
That's crazy.
It really is.
Yeah, I would have. I mean, my assumption always was Montreal was kind of like a cool city for rock, and in Toronto there's many, and outskirts, many rock stations.
Yeah.
That's very surprising to me.
Yeah, we only got that one.
Wow. Now, were your parents cool with your pursuit of music instead of possibly what most parents want for their children, and that being more of a stable career? Sometimes music isn't.
Absolutely not, man. They were not happy.
Really, eh?
Yeah. I mean, look, you're young, their parents, they want what's best for you. And for me, it's just I need to get this creativity out. I can't just go and be about and study for 35 years and become a doctor or a lawyer and live that life. I mean, to those who can, I wish I could have had a simple life, right? But no, I'm happy. But with the road I took, it's you get so much out. You want to punch somebody in the face now, you just write lyrics. You're good.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, it's a different avenue, but it's great. I don't regret it.
That's cool. Now, the influences are very kind of in line to mine because, it said in your bio, GNR, Motley, Metallica. And then just in conversation, as I was writing up my notes, I was thinking back to the Metallica GNR show in Montreal where that riot took place. What was that, like 92, 93?
92 or 93, one of the two. Yeah.
And that was the show, for those that might forget, where James Hetfield had burnt his arm after getting too close to the pyro, and then Axl had voice issues that night, and then chose to cut the show short, and a riot ensued.
Yeah, I was there actually. Had to beg to go to the concert because I was young, and but yeah, it was all hell broke loose. It was insanity.
Yeah, I wasn't the only one for Guns N' Roses either, because there was the St. Louis show as well, but that was total. I remember seeing that on the news, and you're like, what the hell just happened? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you kind of...
Montreal...
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Montreal's very passionate people. They it's like... It was a lot of money. it was a lot of money for back then to charge for a show. But when you got two headliners, it's like watching two concerts in one. And then even Faith No More opening up, which was awesome.
Yeah.
But very passionate people. We don't want to get ripped off. But what was great was, I think about a year or two later, Metallica came back and did 2 nights for like $12 a ticket.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it didn't matter where you sat. It was first come, first serve. Imagine $12. I mean, they didn't make any money. They did it basically for free.
That's amazing.
It's crazy. But they came back to kind of apologize for what happened. It was very honorable of them. I mean, that's why I gave even more respect for these guys.
Now, was Guns N' Roses banned for a while after that show?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I'm trying to think. Like I just remember the whole thing that ensued. But I mean, did they come back and make it up?
Yeah, they were here 2-3 years ago.
Okay, with on the reunion, yeah.
Yeah, they hadn't been back since, I think. But yeah, about 2-3 years ago, they came back and they played outdoors, like to a ton of people. I think they could put 100,000 people on that island. They set up this like monstrous stage and like the sound system that I watched Metallica a month earlier.
Yeah.
They had done that place too, the island, and it was amazing. So I'm guessing Guns N' Roses was good. I just couldn't make it.
Yeah. I haven't seen. Honestly, I haven't seen them since Duff and Slash have come back. I saw Axl on his own as Guns N' Roses. I think after Chinese Democracy came out, and Sebastian Bach opened, and I think we waited 3 hours for Axl to come on.
Wow.
And got out of it was the Air Canada Center at like 2 a.m. It was crazy, man. It was like, really? It's like you're just.
But it's great. It's great. I'm glad. I heard he's not doing any of that anymore. He's on time and he's doing great. But it's crazy to think about. I mean, because that costs a lot of money.
I know.
Like we've got such strict concert laws in Canada.
I mean, it
costs so much money. Yeah, every hour the person's got to stay is like triple time. It's a weeknight, so people have families or have to wake up for their other job in the morning, so they get paid like triple time, and the engineers and everything. Oh my God, forget it. I mean, they must not made any money when they did stuff like that.
Oh, they must not have, because all the money they would have had to pay out, and he didn't. It didn't seem like he really cared. Which was not.
He doesn't need it.
No, he doesn't. No. I'm just curious behind you, and the people, because we're doing audio, they can't see it. Is that a platinum record behind you?
Oh, it's a Motley Crue gold disc.
Oh, okay.
It's a gold record.
Oh, it's for Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah, it's
cool.
My fiance got it for me a few years ago for Christmas. It's one of those official commemorative one of like 300 made or one of 100 made, something like that, to commemorate the gold status of Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah, see, I've never seen that one. I have the Girls one, but I've never seen that Dr. Feelgood one. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she had gone to this specialty store and she knew I would like it. I'm a huge Motley Crue fan. So.
Yeah, I am too. So anything Motley Crue, if anyone buys me anything Motley Crue, I'm like, I love it. So
I got down there. I'm going to go like this.
Yeah.
If you look right about there, right there behind my finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the little figurines. I just got them in a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, cool. Those are really cool. Those look awesome, man. I've got the McFarlane Shout at the Devil full stage with all the 4 guys.
Nice.
And those are
I just wait till I find them on special. I ain't paying like $400 for these.
I got it when it came out. I paid for it with the cakes, and I still have the box for it. But I've actually had it out and set it all up. I usually do have it out, but I'm in the process of moving, so I don't have it out. But that's cool. Crew always seems to do those cool things for the fans. There's always something to buy, right? But
I swear to God, I wanted to buy their outdoor patio chairs. Did you see this? They just came out.
No.
Oh my God. Just go look at Vince Neil's Facebook or Instagram. I can't remember what it is. And he's got his dog sitting on it. on one of them.
Really?
They got like 4 or 5 different ones. But they're honestly, it's probably just a plastic or wooden chair painted. It's way too expensive. I'm like, okay, I could just go buy a chair for $20 or 30, let's say $40 for a good one. I'm not paying $189 because it's painted black. It's got a skull and crossbones and it says Motley Crue. Like, I love you guys, but come on.
Yeah,
it's a $30 chair.
That's kind of going the Gene Simmons route almost.
Yeah.
where,
Yeah, right.
where, like oversaturation of marketing, right?
Yeah.
So
well, listen, it's been a couple of years of no touring, so people got to make their money.
Yeah, exactly. Now, getting back to you and your music, you fronted the band One for about 15 years, I believe. Then you decided it was time to move on.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have fond memories of your time with One. For you, was that the decision to leave the band, was that long thought out, or was it more of a thing of, you know what, I've run my course with this, it's time to do something else?
It had been a while. Like I stated in my musician's bio, because I had to update it recently, it's like being in a relationship like 5 years past its expiry date. It's, it's a tough decision to make. But then, like, when, I'm trying to take the high road here.
Yeah, of course.
But I can't, to some extent. There's a bit too much ego, and it's like, okay, other opinions are not respected. It's all about you. It's like, I can't, man.
Yeah.
I can't do it. This is supposed to be fun. When it's not fun, it's time to go.
Yeah.
And I did. I was like, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah. Now, of the 4 albums you released with the band, which one are you most proud of?
It's so hard to choose.
Yeah.
I can say the first because it's my first full-length album.
Yeah.
Not my favorite. The second one is I can't choose. The second one was a little more upbeat and poppy, kind of like what I like.
Yeah.
The third one kind of incorporated a little bit of that, but we started getting a bit heavier. And then the fourth one was just mostly just all heavy. So it's like we tried to evolve with each album.
Yeah.
And but I have to say I love them all.
I guess it's like trying to pick children, right? which kid do you love the best, right? That's a hard thing to do.
It's you love them all. They all have it. Especially for me, like the lyrics. I poured my heart and soul into everything.
Yeah.
The songs and sometimes seeing how maybe I'm a rhythm guitar player strictly, but sometimes just picking at a guitar and seeing how a small idea, but I was just sitting on my couch or at our jam room, picking away at something, and I came up with something that became this. Wow, that little thing I wrote became this now.
Yeah.
It's really amazing to see.
Yeah. Well, I figured you did play a bit of guitar because I'm seeing all those Les Pauls on your wall there. And I'm just like, okay, I see a gold top and there's a white one and there's a sunburst. And that's awesome.
Yeah, so that I got the cherry burst on that side there. Yeah. So I got and that's an Epiphone.
Okay.
Then I got the Epiphone custom in white.
Yeah.
The gold top, I picked this thing up, and I can't even explain why, but it was on special. It's a 2017, the Classic Series. So every year Gibson will take a guitar from an era and make it the way they used to make it back then.
Yeah.
So this is a 1957 kind of inspired remake.
Inspired kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gold top, but the toggle switch is different. It doesn't have the plastic ring around it with the rhythm and treble.
Okay.
And it's got the zebra pickups. It sounds amazing, the sound out of this guitar, but it was like less than half price.
Wow, really?
And it had not one scratch on it. It had just been sitting up there for over a year on the wall, and I was like, you know what? I said, even people were selling them used. I could have made myself like $500 like overnight.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But I was like, you know what? This is my first real Gibson.
Yeah,
I can't give it away. I can't sell it. I like it.
I have a gold top. Bought it last October. I love it. I mean, it's kind of become the guitar I play all the time now because I love it so much. and it just feels good. It sounds good. It's different from that one. I think it's a 59 reissue. I can't remember. I'll have to look, but I love it, and there's just something about a Les Paul that just you hold it in your hands and you're like, wow.
And the way each one is different. So like that gold top is fantastic. It's like it's got such a sweet sound.
Yeah.
But the feel of the neck, I would still go back to my, Epiphone Custom.
Yeah.
Because the feel on the neck was just, I can't explain it. But then a couple of weeks back, I bought that, was it the Worn Cherry, the studio?
Yeah.
And I cannot put another guitar in my hands. It is the best feeling guitar I've ever picked up. I'm just rhythm, man. I'm not even like ripping solos here or anything.
Yeah.
It just feels so sweet. I can't believe this guitar, how good it is. I'm afraid to change the strings because I might mess something up.
Well, that's a good point. That is true. That's true. You're like, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to mess with it. I like it the way it is.
Yeah. And when I got it home, I got a humidifier back there to keep everything from drying out. And the day after or 2 days later, I tore apart my fingers playing the first night when I got home, so I had to skip a day.
Yeah.
So 2 days later, I go pick it up, and it's completely out of tune. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, the guy had he bought it. He didn't like it. He had it in the case for like 3 years and in his garage.
Oh, what? Oh, wow.
He didn't like it. He just didn't like it. He goes, I tried liking it. But listen, I got it for $400 less than sale price, and it's brand new. It doesn't even look like that. It looks like I went straight to the music store and bought it brand new.
That's awesome.
Again, not a scratch on it. So then I tuned it back up, and it sounded even better 2 days later. I'm like, oh my god, okay, it was just a little dried out.
Yeah.
And just leaving it here, it's sounding better and better. It's amazing. I just have it in my hands all the time. I'm driving everybody crazy.
Except for you. You're just having fun with it. It's new thing. Yeah. That's cool. So getting to the Outliars, you had started writing songs on your own, but then received a phone call from an old friend, John Serino. From there, then what happened?
He sent me a message one morning, and it was bright and early, and I was leaving the house, which doesn't happen often that I leave the house bright and early. I get this message. He's like, "Hey, dude, long time no speak. How's it going?" The usual shooting the shit. I guess we can say. Can I say that on the show? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. Say whatever you want. Okay, you're all good.
Okay, so yeah, we just the usual, banter back and forth, and then he's like, "Hey man, you still with your old band?" And he's like, "I'm like, no, dude, I got left, about 2 years ago or a year ago." And he goes, "Look, man," he goes, "I thought of you." He goes, "I have this song." He goes, "I've been working on it for over a year now." And he's like, "It's done." He goes, "We just need vocals." He goes, "If you like it, if you think of anything." He goes, "If not," he goes, "No hard feelings, man." He goes, "I still wish you nothing but the best." And we went to college together, so me and John, we know each other. He's a fantastic human being. So I listened to the song, and my first reaction is like, wow. Just the intro riff got me like,
intro
wow.
riff is awesome.
I'm glad you like it too.
I do. I dig.
And I'm like, okay. And then this is great. So I said, give me a couple of days. I go, I love this. I definitely want to sing on this song. And so I don't even ask who else is on the song. I know he's the guitar player, So I within 2-3 hours, I've already got the chorus going. Now I can't wait to come home, because now I've got verses in my head, and I got to get this out. And I'm like writing lyrics, like I'm not even home. I'm writing lyrics on a pen on a pad. I always keep one in the car, or maybe it was on my phone. I don't even remember. And I get here and I just close myself off in my back room, and I set up my laptop and everything. The usual garage band stuff. And I got no professional stuff. I get other people to record me, but just for ideas, I got my own stuff here. And I go in, and I love the chorus. And I said, look, I don't like the verses. Give me a couple of days. He's like, okay. A couple of days later, it hits me. Less words, less verses, stretch out the words. And I knew I had it. This is for this song. I was like, this is it. I send it to him, and he just calls me. He's like, dude, He goes, wow, man. He's freaking out. He's like, this is better than I wanted. For this song, it's better than I ever expected. I'm like, awesome. I said, this is my thing. If we want to release this, I don't do home recordings.
Yeah.
I never did except my first demo, like back in like 2002, 2003. Like, I recorded a 6-song demo with your friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't doing that. If I release material, it's got to be professional. He's like, I agree. So I said, let's call up my buddy Kevin. I recorded my last 3 albums with Kevin, a couple of singles, and Kevin is from a very famous Montreal band, Slaves on Dope.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Slaves on Dope, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, and I love working with Kevin. He just shoots it straight, He looks, you go do that line is shit, I'm like, come on, man. That's my heart and soul there. No. He goes, those lyrics are shit. He goes, you have 2 words that are good, like, I like it. He'll just tell you. And we work well together. So we went to see him. We got the vocals done. And then John starts asking. John had never worked with Kevin. He's like, how does it work if we want to mix and master with you and this and that, since we didn't record everything, so we start talking business a little bit. And now Kevin's involved in the project. And he's like, look, he goes, I want you to give me more guitar here. He goes, give me a little fill in here. I want you to play over the chorus, something very melodic, over the vocals. And they put the whole song together. And then like, John's sending me this stuff. And I'm like, he puts a slide solo. I'm like, when's the last time you heard a song with a slide in it? I was like, wow. I was like, dude, this is insane. That he somehow incorporated like 3 of my favorite bands of all time in this song. You got hints of the Beatles, you got the hints of Motley Crue, and hints of Aerosmith. Yeah. Like with all this little solos and overdubs. I'm like, this is amazing. How did you get all this into one song?
I think it's a great song. That's it. I think it's a great song.
Thank you, man.
I
really appreciate it.
Now, in terms of lyrically, what kind of, you talked about putting it all together. Is there a concept to Light Me Up, Enjoy the Ride?
In the beginning, I'll be very honest, no. I just, I think I had the Enjoy the Ride, and I liked that, and I tried to rhyme it with something else, and it wasn't getting me anywhere, so I'm like, okay, wait, you know what? That Enjoy the Ride is really nice.
Yeah.
Right? The song, for me, was like, it was called Enjoy the Ride. It wasn't Light Me Up, Yeah. It was actually the opening line of the song originally was that the "Oh, Light Me Up" at the beginning of the song led right into the first verse. It was part of the first verse.
Okay.
But John snipped it up, and he's like, "What if we have the Light Me Up like an answer back, background vocals for the song?" And he goes, "Look what I did." Like, he chopped it all up, and I'm like, "That's amazing." I was jealous that it wasn't my idea. That's like how good it is to give an even better vibe to the song. So I started off with those kind of lyrics, and then now I have I have these lyrics, but they got to be about something. And then once I started writing the verses, I just started writing about, and I guess it's kind of cheesy, but a lot of people think it's about smoking, but it ain't anything to do with smoking. It's not 420 in this song, but it was when my fiance put her hand on me the very first time.
Oh, cool.
Just touched me. Yeah. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, I'm like, you say enjoy the ride, and it's not sexual. It's actually just like, let's see where this goes.
Let's see where it goes.
It's like, just go with the flow. It was like it sent a rush through my body, so I was trying to incorporate that into some of the lyrics,
Oh, that's cool. And you mentioning the slide, I love slide guitar. I love Mick Mars playing slide guitar. Like, Primal Scream is one of my favorite guitar solos because Mick kills it on slide, right?
Yeah, it's simple but effective.
Yeah.
I was trying to get that happening in a song from my last band on I think our third album. I really wanted slide in our first single from that album, but it just either the guitar player, then it wasn't up his alley, but we never used the slide in any song. John's more of a blues guitar player. The other band was more rock. So with blues, if you don't know how to use a slide, then you got a problem, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think for me as a guitar player, learning slide was like because of the bands I listened to, like the ones you mentioned, like Aerosmith and Motley, and guys growing up that I admired as players. I had to learn how to play slide because it had its moments. It's like talk box. Like I have a talk box. You know what I mean? Talk box is, you don't hear songs with talk box anymore, but I love talk box.
It was like a cheesy 80s thing up until Alice in Chains uses it.
Yeah.
For Man in the Box, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, and I mean it goes back to Peter Frampton too in the 70s, right? And the way he utilized it, and Hair of the Dog has talk box in it, and
it sure does.
Joe Walsh has slide and talk box. So I mean on Rocky Mountain Way, like it's like, so those two things are, I think, an extra element in guitar playing that is lacking a lot these days.
Yeah, I've had this discussion with other people before. It's I'm such a fan of music, and I love music.
Yeah,
and I can't find anything I like that's new.
Yeah.
So you put on the driving home.
Yeah.
Today, I was listening to Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. I had to listen to the album straight through in the longest time.
Yeah.
It's like, it's still fantastic.
It is.
And all these bands that are the arena rock and stadium tour bands, they're all either passing away or retiring.
Yeah.
And there's nobody that can take their place, that has that amount of power, that's up and coming. I think Godsmack, I'll put them up there because Godsmack are amazing live, and but very few that can take over.
There is.
Who's going to take over? Everybody's is trying to retire, but I think they keep throwing money at them because there's nobody else.
Well, that's just
please stay.
Yeah, please stay. Motley keep going out. Def Leppard, whoever, Metallica,
But everything I hear on these new rock stations, no way, man. It's it sounds like they're singing rock music, but then there's a bunch of over-processed electronic, I call it caca, in the background.
I agree.
And it's sad. It's sad because I just want to discover something new. When we were kids, it's like, oh my God, I listened to Aerosmith, but have you heard Jackal? The guy uses a chainsaw.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you heard this? And then your buddy comes, oh my God, look at this. And you're like, oh yeah, check this out. And there's no more of that.
That was amazing. I mean, I'm so glad that you brought that up because I feel the same way. I remember those days, and it's like, oh man, check out this song. Or even when Dr. Feelgood came out on the radio for the very first time I heard it, and I was just like, holy cow, man, Motley Crue they've even gotten better. Like it was, you know what I mean? It was like, wow. And then Kickstart My Heart, which had Talkbox in it.
Oh yes, yeah, you're right.
Right at the end, so it was just, and I totally agree with you. There's nothing I really hear on the radio that I go, wow, that really kicked my ass.
Yeah, there's sometimes elements of songs.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God. Sometimes like the verses are better than the chorus.
Yeah, which is weird.
I'm like, okay, your verses got to be good, but your chorus is...
That sells a song.
I've always... and it shows in our first single, the Light Me Up, Enjoy the Ride, that I want people singing after the first time they hear it.
Yeah.
Listen to it twice, you're going to remember the words.
Yeah.
And then you can have your musicianship and have your more elaborate songs, maybe your B-sides,
exactly.
get that out. But you want to release stuff. The music's not supposed to be for you. It's supposed to be for you, obviously, but it's mainly to entertain the people. If you're Rush, then you can be the band that can the musicians.
Yeah,
that's right. You're okay, but if you're not that good, then you should be trying to get people to like it, and that's why we lost in rock music, and everybody's going to dance, electronic, and rap and everything, because they still have a lot of catchy stuff.
Yeah, and that's just it. People want to be captured. I mean, I'm not a huge disco fan, but you listen to some disco music, and you're like, okay, I understand why people, that booming bass and a catchy chorus.
Yeah.
It makes sense, right?
Of course. I mean, there's a song's called Kung Fu Fighting, a disco song.
Exactly.
I mean, it's the most ridiculous song I've ever heard. But it comes on and I'm like,
Everybody
right?
was Kung Fu fighting.
That's right. Yeah.
That's so cool.
It's just catchy. It's just catchy. It doesn't matter. I like that aspect of music. It's all about the Beatles.
Yeah.
The
well,
Beatles.
that's true. Yeah. It goes back to that. I agree.
Yeah. The Beatles. But making everything catchy and, whether it was a song about, working too much or just everyday life, it was catchy.
Yeah.
It captivated you from the first listen. They got you.
I mean, that early Beatles stuff, like there was all those hits, that early Beatles stuff, the really early stuff, like I Want to Hold Your Hand, and, the list goes on and on. And you hear it today, Ticket to Ride, you hear it today, and you're still like captured by it because it's so good to your ears to listen to, and it makes you feel good.
Oh my God, yeah.
Right?
It's happy. I call it happy music,
Yeah. Yeah. And I think in some terms we need that back too. Now, the video itself, it kind of capitalizes on the COVID lockdown situation in the video. In terms of the filming, was this literally done in each person's house? And of course, you're in your car as well.
Yeah, everybody just filmed at home. I think Max, our drummer, he recorded. I think those might be his security cameras.
Okay.
Like, in his practice area, he has them up because he calls them security cams, but they're not just for security. He films himself. He's a very an amazing musician, a well-established drummer, has had lots of success in the past as well. He recorded with that. Everybody uses camcorders. I use the camcorder. I put one right here, those guitars, some of those guitars are in the background, and I've been on my dash taking a ride. Just hopped on the highway down the road here, just shot down the highway, just recorded a bunch of times. I'm like, here, John, I go have a laugh because the camera fell and I was swearing in Italian. And
well, I mean, the cool, but even that beginning where it's like he comes on with the guitar and he's about to play that riff, and then that riff comes in and you're like, it captures you right away. Yeah. And just the way you guys did the video captures you with that beginning, and then it's you guys all, in the four pictures, and then people have to see it too. I mean, for my listeners, you must look up this video. So, the Outliers, Light Me Up, Enjoy the Ride. So look that up and check out the video because it's cool. It's very cool, very well done.
Thank you, and that's all. Actually, John is not just a great guitar player; he's a videographer.
Ah, okay.
And he's the one who put all that together. He actually filmed my first music video with my previous band. Way back in 2000, and I guess it was 2006-ish.
Yeah.
He filmed that very first video for us, and I hadn't seen him in just a few years since college to then.
Yeah.
And then that's it. We hadn't spoken. I think we hadn't seen each other since that. So at least 15 years. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
But it just goes to show you, when people get along and you're cool with each other, it's like, hey, dude, what's up? Want to sing? Yeah, sure, let's go, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like you just leave off where 15 years ago, and like I find that happens a lot. You see someone for the first time in 10 years. Hey, how's it going? And just kind of like hit it off right away.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, dude, I'm going to get some T-shirts printed.
The T-shirt looks good, by the way. I can see it.
Oh, thank you, man. This is a white one. We also made it black with white print.
Cool.
I got T-shirts printed. He's like, okay, man. He goes, I'll drop by and pick it up. And then after, I was like, hey, dude, if you're not doing anything, swing by. He goes, I like to walk my dog after supper, So we took this like really long walk, and we're just catching up because we saw each other. We saw each other at the studio for me recording vocals.
Yeah.
And then it's all online communication. Okay, what do you think of this part of the song? And what do you think of this part? What do you think about the mix here? And okay, these are the things we should do. And we did all that, but it's online. We don't talk. So I just went to his house and we walked around for 2 hours. And I just shot the shit. It was just amazing to catch up. And we're like, okay, this summer we got to get together with some acoustic guitars and keep writing. I'm like, okay, dude, anytime. You tell me when you're free, and I'll tell you if I'm free, and we go.
Well, that was good that you said that about writing. Now, so moving forward for the Outliers, should we expect some more music in the future? possibly a full-length album or EP or something along those lines?
I'm a true believer in the full-length album. I'd rather release one or two singles or here and there. I'm not going to release an EP. That I did that when I was like 16 years old.
Yeah.
Your first band.
Yeah.
I'm not going to start that up later on in life. It's for me, it's
Cool.
Metallica in releasing an EP.
No.
Okay, and it's just my point of view. It's okay if you do.
Yeah.
If you have 6 songs, for me, if I have 6 songs, I'm going to wait till I have 4 more and put 10 and get an album.
I agree with you. I'd rather have the album.
Like the printing costs the same amount.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to charge you $20 for that CD, whether it has 6 songs or 10. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We immediately, like before this song was even out, like we were already like sending riffs back and forth. And now I'm used to writing heavy music.
Yeah.
Like heavy rock. And I'm like, I'm sending riffs to John. And he's like, goes, you're in low D, right? You're 2 down. I go, yeah, I'm a full step down and in low D. It's like, because you're going to have to maybe bring that back up. So it changed everything for me. I was like, okay. So I have some guitars. I keep them tuned down because I still like to write heavy music. I haven't stopped writing for myself.
Yep.
But then I'll get some stuff that he said, I know I can just send it to John. He's gonna make it the Outliers.
Yeah.
Because I feel something, that rhythm, and sure enough, he sometimes sends back stuff. He goes, and I did this, and he sends it back, and I'm like, oh my god, right? Like this was immediate, sending each other back and forth stuff, and we're right now basically the drums and guitars are done on track number 2. We're just nitpicking, so by the time we go mix and master it, like pretty much everything is done, or there'll be just tiny adjustments. So once the guitars are done, we just have to get bass on it, and then it comes to me where I'll dive in. I just have ideas for lyrics and melody.
Yeah.
I haven't dove in because sometimes I like to hear the bass. Because I started with bass, I guess it's always something. Bass sometimes will determine where I will not go with lyrics and melody. Well, more melodies are than anything.
Yeah.
When it comes to music, this is how I like to write. And then also, like if there's other stuff in the background, like okay, when you piece it together and it's not smooth and clear, my OCD kicks in and I can't concentrate. I go, that part's coming up in 3 minutes and it's going to drive me crazy, and I can't concentrate at the beginning of the song.
Wow. Well,
Okay. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and like, dude, you're mental. But I like it. But it's you just gotta.
it's your creativity, man. I get it.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
I can't have that one thing distracting me. It bothered me the first time, and it's gonna bother me every time.
Yeah.
But now I got a clean version of it, so I started working a little more on it. And John's just like we're going back and forth with ideas. Max is amazing for arrangements and creativity. Like he took this song and he's like, okay, let's fix this part, do that right here, and we're like, yes. Like everything's like a yes. It's fun to be in an environment where everybody's working together, and it's rolling forward in such a great, inspiring way.
Cool.
Because we've all been through enough crap with other bands and musicians that we ain't doing it anymore. This is going to be fun.
That's good. I mean, that's what you want, right? It's supposed to be fun, right? So.
Yeah, until it's not fun.
Then you got to do something about it. Exactly. So before I let you go, let's promote the Outliers. Let my listeners know where they can find yourself and the band, all the social media stuff, and I'm sure, there's stuff on YouTube, which the video's on YouTube, which I already mentioned, but anything else?
We're keeping it simple.
Yep.
Okay. Facebook and Instagram. That's it.
Yeah,
just because you have to have Instagram. They're both at Outliers Band, and Outliers is Outliars, like a liar.
Yep.
That's for both of them. On YouTube, it's just the Outliers. Light me up, enjoy the ride. You're gonna see the big white background with the Outliers written on it. Just look it up, watch it, share it. We're not gonna say no. We want everybody to hear the song. We decided to move forward with the song because we just all felt it was special. Maybe because of everything we've all been through. We love the song, and we're just so damn proud of it. and how it came together too.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, Danny. Well, thank you very much for joining me.
Well, thanks for having me, man.
No problem. Hopefully, we'll get to talk again. I'm looking forward to hearing more music. I'm really looking forward to that. So I'll be watching out for it myself.
Amazing. Thank you so much, dude.
Okay. Well, enjoy the rest of your night.
You too, buddy.
Okay, take care.